Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Big Mouth. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There's even going to be one for color. So for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So I know the pose, I know where I want to go with this. I just gotta get in there and try not to make him look too I was about to say try not to make him look too weird. I don't think that's a possibility. I don't think I can make this any weirder than it already is, right? Because what a guy. What a guy. I'm trying to not figure out. I was going to say I'm trying to figure out what he is, but I just noticed something that I thought was very unique, very crazy. And you know, there's a part of me that's like, why is and how? And you know what? I just need to stop trying to figure it out. It's Halloween. It's a fun costume. It's a crazy monster guy. What more can you ask for? You know, stop trying to figure out and just have some fun. Okay. All right, there's one leg. Happy with that. There are like little accoutrements. Accoutrement is what it's called. Almost too much that's on him. We may not get to everything. So I'm going to draw some of this stuff like this flask, scientific, what are those called? Beakers. Leg things he's got here, but almost a little too much, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff. Okay, and I got him kind of all posed out, like lean back, you know. I think that's kind of the look I want to go for. But like here, like this frog, you know. It's like there's some crazy stuff that's on here on top of, you know, the whole mouth thing. So it's almost like too much. It's like you don't need all this stuff, but it's fun. You know, that's the fun of it, is you don't need it, but it's a monster and it's fun to do. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna appreciate it, have fun. Stop complaining. Stop being an old man. All right, so I got him kind of, you know, arms out, monster pose. That's what I like to call it. Where they're just, you know, sticking their hands out, ready to catch flies or eat, you know, broccoli. Just do something crazy. Let's see. Okay, so he's got... And see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's almost like, okay, now I got to draw that. Like, oh my God, why so much, you know? But that's the other thing, though. Again, that's why I need to stop complaining. That's the appeal. That's the fun of it. There's so much that's on there that it is kind of fun. It is kind of nice to have too much, you know? Okay, so now I'm going to start to put some of the details in because it's the pose worked out. It's where I want it to be. And a lot of times I try to tell you guys to sketch out everything first. You know, do your little skeleton frame first, because if you don't like where it is, you got to start all over. If you start on the teeth right here and then work your way out, and by the time you're done, your feet are off the page, it's too late. You've already committed so much into it that it's like, oh man, I got, you know, this far and I didn't do this and I wanted to do that and boo hoo hoo and wah wah wah. It's better to plan ahead and not have to do that. You know, that's kind of why I say just always you know, skeleton frame, get it done, do it right. So pardon me if this sketch goes a little long, but again, there's a lot of details that I got to try to work in here. Okay, like Mr. Frog here. Okay, let's see, got big eyes, and it may not be exact, you know, because again, a lot of details. I'm just going to keep saying that. That's my mantra of the day. A lot of details, a lot of details, a lot of details. Let's see. All right. Okay, I think I'm happy with that tongue. Okay, so let's draw some teeth. Let's see if I've got that right. Okay, so the thing I was noticing before that's kind of just strange, and it's like I don't get it, but stop trying to figure things out. The teeth. Okay, so his costume is sewn up, and the teeth just kind of appear in the sew. Like, so are the teeth like this, not the staples, but yeah, because it looks like some of it's like staple, you know, like Frankenstein staple. And so that's what I'm wondering is like, are the teeth the staples? It's like, why are they growing into giant teeth? So that's what I'm trying to figure out and explain, even though like I said, I don't need to. Just enjoy it, have fun. And you know what I think I'm going to do too, now that I see the gnarly gum stuff around his face? I think I'm going to do that with color. And so I'm not going to throw that in here. All right, we're almost there. We're really close. Let's see. So maybe there's not as much details. Oh no, there is. Because now, look, in his pockets, there's worms. No need for those, but they're in his pockets. So we put them. Okay, so let me draw some more detail over here real quick to this arm. Okay, and let's see this one. Same thing. I'm just going to do monster hand. Monster hand, monster hand, monster hand. All right, big mouth. Ooh, let's do this pinky out more. That's more of a monster. Because if I didn't do the pinky out, it just looks like he's doing this. Nah, I need to be more spread, more, grabby. Okay, I think I'm happy with the sketch. Let me look at it, make sure I got enough detail. And oh, look, I see I missed another potion bulb thing. We'll see if I remember it while I'm sketching or inking. So I'm going to erase some of these faint lines and leave the bolder, more confident lines. That way, the sketch doesn't stand out, just the Sharpie will stand out, you know? So I'm going to leave kind of a ghost of an image. Usually I make a ghost with a special computer. And I think that should be good enough right there. I'm going to leave enough of the detail that I can trace over my sketch, basically, and still be good. Okay, so I'd say we do it. Let's move on to the Sharpie section. Let's welcome all the people that skipped to this section of the video. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Thank you for watching any part of this video. Honestly, I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point for the nice thick border, even though it's called fine point, and a Sharpie pen for the tinier details that I can control better with the, I can control the line with better with this tiny Sharpie versus that fine point. All right, you say so, Sharpie. You're running the show. So I've already talked about I'm gonna do the teeth, but I'm not gonna do the gum around it. I'm gonna do that with color. I think it would look better if I leave that with color. So let's go ahead and do these teeth since we're using this fine Sharpie. And I'm just following my sketch, so I know it looks like I'm just floating teeth out there, but it's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over in a second. I just wanted to do a little bit of the teeth with the fine Sharpie. Again, just because I can control the line width much better. And something crazy I was talking about is how the teeth become like the sewn parts of the jacket. And so I just thought that was crazy. It's like, what is this guy? What is going on? So, and also something else I was talking about in the sketch is I need to stop trying to figure it out. You know, it's just a cool Halloween costume. Let's leave it at that, you know? All right, so I'm gonna do more of the fine detail in here, but I'm gonna build off this first, and then when we get down there, we'll switch over. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the head, and right now the little whippy part is like leaned back, so we really can't see it. So all I'm going to do is draw like the top of the head, and that part's back behind. And see how I left a little gap right there? That's a little style technique, just so it's not completely closed off, something like that. You can do it if you want, or don't. Totally up to you, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. So I'm going to draw the tongue now, and it's kind of a bumpity bump, a little hump like that. And then I'll go ahead and just draw the detail. And I got it kind of stylized, kind of whippy like that. So let's do the other side and meet it like this. And let's take the Sharpie fine point and draw the little center spot. Meet somewhere in the middle like that. All right. So let's draw the arms. Or you know what? Yeah. Let's draw the arms. Sorry. I'm jumping ahead. I'm going to draw the shoulder pack, or I'm sorry, the backpack shoulder straps is what those are. Let's do the other one over here before I forget. Also, it kind of gives me stop points as to where the sleeves are, and I know where I can build off of that. And so this is what I was talking about as far as staple points. So he's got a couple little stitch things like this going across. They look metal, so that's why I'm calling them staples or stitches or something, you know. And so as it goes into the suit, they become the teeth. I don't know. We'll get there. So let's draw the arms. I got them kind of sticking out, kind of a monster, rah, you know. So I'm going to draw kind of a beat up sleeve over here. Oh, and you know what? He's got over here. He's got a little armband of test tubes, so we got to remember to draw that. I'm going to come in here like this. That'll also give me a good stop point, where I can do something like this. Okay, and let's see, for the test tube, I'm not going to get too detailed, but I will use a smaller Sharpie just to accent the tininess of it. I guess, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Delicate? No. Yeah. I'm just trying to contrast. I'm just trying to make a contrast of the thick lines with the little test tubes. All right. So I'm going to draw a little bit of bumps from where his sleeve is. I'm going to come up here because it's kind of a flared out end here, and then I'm going to close it off. And he's got not braces, not gauntlets, but cuffs that have like a sewn like that, like Frankenstein metal brackets, you know. Okay, I'm gonna draw his elbow to the sleeve like that. I'll go ahead and just do some creases in the material, something like that. Okay, so his hand, I just got pretty much out like this. So, and it's just a glove with some what do you call it, fingernails, something like that. And then, like I said, I just drew his hands kind of out in a monster pose. So you could just pretty much do something like this. And the nice thing is he's a monster, so we kind of get away with, yeah, just making it crazy, you know? So I'll go ahead and draw just a few little crease lines, you know, just to you know, make it a little bit more mangled and used, you know. He's crushing his hands and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, you know, like that. All right, so I'm not going to worry about that detail yet. I'm going to work on this arm. We'll work our way over. So we're going to do the same thing over here, kind of a little mangled. Oh, and yeah, see, that's the other thing too. He's got like it looks like his sleeve is kind of ripped and torn, but it's the same color. So I don't know exactly what it is. But again, I need to stop questioning. I just need to do, right? Let's do. So I'm going to draw his sleeve like this. Again, draw a few bumps for the folds. Going to flare it out like that. Turn to the elbow. Do something like this. So I can add some creases and folds just from where the material is all, you know, used and bent. Something like that. And again, like we did on the other side, we're going to draw his cuff with some little staples, I guess. Again, they look like staples to me because I keep thinking of like the I wanted to point to my head, though you can't see it, like the little staples in Frankenstein's head. That's what I was thinking of. And maybe that's what they were going for. All right, so same thing. We're just going to draw a crazy monster hand. You know, with the fingers all spread, grabbing out at your candy on Halloween. Okay, something like that. So same thing. I'm going to point these just a little bit more just to accent the crazy fingernails he's got. And do a few little lines for his, I always forget what I want to call these, just finger lines, hand lines, palm lines, you know? Just something like that, just to, you know, make him look crazy. Okay, so here I'm going to add a little detail. So I'm going to build down, but again, like the gum stuff, I don't want to do that. I just want to do like where the teeth are closing into the sewn part. So I'm just going to kind of do something like this, and then the other part of the detail will come into play, okay? Like the color will take care of where that grows up, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we get there. I'm going to do a few more little like sewn, and this is why I think it's like sewn up, because it's like this staple thing that kind of grows into the teeth. You see what I'm saying? Crazy, right? And he's got a belt going across. So you know what? Let's do the frog. I'm going to go ahead and do the frog with the tiny Sharpie here, so I can maintain the detail. Okay, and so I'm basically just going to draw a frog. Pretty simple. And let's see. I'm going to try to give it their style, the way they did it, with the little tongue hanging out, the mouth kind of up like this, and let's see, his eyeballs are kind of out like that. You can't see this one because it's way on the other side. It kind of looks like Der Burger, right? Okay, I'm gonna draw his neck like that, and he's got a little strap where his being held up. It's going under his armpit, something like this. Draw his little. I was trying to think of like some kind of ribbit joke, some kind of, just draw his little froggy legs, something like that. It doesn't have to be too perfect, you know. I mean, you'll get the idea, right? Again, he's got like some staples, some, you know, holding him in, or holding on that strap. And let's see, I'm gonna draw his little belly over like that. So I'm gonna draw his other leg hanging down here. His other one hanging down here to his little frog legs. Let's draw this one down here like this. His little frog legs. Something like that. And let's see, I'm going to thicken up just a little bit because it came out super thin, which is good, but I want it to contrast a little bit, but just a little bit, not too much. So, all right, that looks pretty. Oh, see, and this is what I was telling you, I was going to forget it. The other vial, I guess if you weren't here for the sketch part, I was talking about how there's so many details on this that I feel like I'm going to forget stuff, you know? And so this is held on to his belt, which is got a couple bones stapled in. I'm telling you, with the staples, Frankenstein. Okay, so I'm just going to add these tiny little details in and then come back with the big Sharpie for the belt. Okay? And again, there's some staples on the belt. It's going down. Across like this. And I guess that's holding the frog? Yeah, because that makes sense. Haha, I see it now. Okay. I started doing it and I didn't even know yet. So, okay, so now I can build off of that. Most of the tiny details done. I take it back, except for the worms in his pocket. Okay. Okay, and these are the things that I kind of wanted to do with the tiny details. So now I can keep going and build off of this. Okay, so I'm just going to draw his shirt kind of out like this, and I can bring it in like this. And like I said, that extra detail around there I'm going to do with color, so don't worry about any of that stuff. Well, you know, I take it back. I need to come in here and do that. I need to add that edge. Okay. So see what I'm saying? How that staple stuff kind of is pulling the jacket together? Well, there's two levels to it. And so I got to draw the other level. Okay. Underneath it like that. There you go. Not too hard. I'm drawing the pocket for the pocket full of worms, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. Little big mouth. Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. So all this right here, like I said, we're gonna do that with color. Don't worry about that. So now we're just gonna draw his pants, and he does have some string holding his pants or his jacket together, something like that. There's another long one like this. Let's see if I can draw two lines. Yeah, let's do both. Like that. Okay. Woo! All right, so now let's see. Oops, almost fell on my chair. He's got straps across holding more beakers and tubes. Like that. And I'm not going to worry too much about the detail there because it kind of falls off to the side behind his leg. So now we just got to draw his legs, his pants. So let's draw this knee down to the knee, sorry. Then I'm gonna cut it off because that's where his boots are. Bring his ankles in to his inner thigh, up here like this, and go across to his other leg, down to his knee. Again, cut it off to where the boot is. Draw the knee, then the other part of his leg going up like this. Pretty simple, right? We're almost there. And now, again, he's got some little staples. Again, Frankenstein staples. Like that. Holding on his cuffs of his pants, his little pirate boots. Sure, why not? Why not, Big Mouth? You do what you want. So now we're just gonna draw the bottom of his boots. So I'm gonna come down to his shin. There's the back of his leg to the back of his boot. Bring it down, over, down a little bit for a heel, and we'll go ahead and just add just a tiny little detail, something like that. Give him a sole, you know? Okay, and same thing over here. Let's just draw outer to the top of the foot, down like this. Other side to the ankle, back of the foot, to the front like that. And since we can't draw there's no heel that we can see, we'll just do something like that. And that'll show the wear in his boot. So same thing here. Let's do a little bit of crease like that. Okay, so let's see. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to add just a little bit of wear to his pants, something like this, because he's all stretched out. You know, he's spreading his legs, so there's creases in his material. Stress on the cloth is basically what I need to start saying. Stress on the cloth. Okay, give him kind of a kneecap right there, something like that. Okay, and I say we take care of the rest with color because all that's going to come out really awesome when we finally do. So, wait. Let's go ahead and add this edge just to give us an edge of where the center is or where the mouth is going to be colored in, because the inside of the mouth is going to be a little bit different. Okay, now we're going to do that. Now let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Big Mouth. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.